Hello, my name's Cal. Thanks for checking out the Epic Page Builder Widgets plugin, the app for BigCommerce that is. And I wanted to say thank you. First of all, welcome to the app. And I wanted to show you around, show you how to use it, answer some questions if I can, and generally just make it easier for you to use the plugin. So let me share my screen and I'm going to walk you through how to use this, how to get started with it, and some things that you may want to know. First of all, when you get it loaded, it'll show up under the apps subfolder in the back end of your BigCommerce store under Epic Page Builder Widgets. And the screen will look something like this. There's some links at the top for FAQs, documentation, and support. So if you have any problems, reach out to us at the support link. There's tabs here in the main section. You'll start on the configuration page. Then there's also a billing page where you can upgrade the widget to get the premium ones. And then if you have an idea for a custom widget or a future widget that you want to suggest to us, something you think that needs to be built, let us know. We'd love to hear your ideas. Just click the custom widgets button here to send us a note. Now on the configuration tab, you'll see a listing of all the widgets that are here. And this is growing all the time, so there might be even more by the time that you're seeing this video. And you can come in here and you can turn on each of these widgets one at a time. So if you only want to install a couple of these, this is how you do it. And when you push the toggle, it's going to basically have our widget API push these widgets into your store for use, right? So you can do these one at a time, or you can just come up here to the install all toggle, and there's one that'll install all the free widgets at once, just like that. And then once you upgrade your billing to allow you to get the premium ones, there will be a toggle here where you can install all the premium ones as well. The hottest premium one that everybody wants by far, the accordion widget. So I'll show you that in a minute. All these are pretty cool, but the accordion widget is something I think people can't live without. And it's a one-time payment, so it's not a huge deal to upgrade. Let me show you how this works though. So once you get them installed, I'm going to just install all of them real quick. Where you'll go to see them and use them is you'll go into Storefront, My Themes, and then click the Customize button to customize your current theme. That'll take you into BigCommerce's Page Builder. And it looks like this. I'm going to just delete a couple of these things here. Give us a clean area. All right, so when you come in here, there's a whole section here that shows you the basic Page Builder widgets. Here, let me push my head over. There we go. So all the basic Page Builder widgets are the ones that BigCommerce gives you by default, and they're good. They are basic. Some of these are missing a little. Some of the controls that we would have liked to see. So we've improved on these with some of our widgets, and some of our widgets are completely unique. But I'm going to go ahead and minimize the basic section so we just look at the custom widgets that are here now. And I want to show you guys a couple of these. There's a couple different types of widgets. So there's simpler widgets, like for example, let's see, where is it? Heading. So if we wanted to put like a heading on a page, then we could drag this one in here, and all the options pretty much show here in the exposed configuration panel by default. Now, this is a simple widget. There's not much to it. You can click into the text over here and change it, and then you can change the settings right over here. So there's a setting here that you can set it to be an H2, for example, if you want it to be an H2. This improves on the text widget that BigCommerce put out, in that the text widget that they put out didn't have as good as spacing controls and background controls, but more importantly, it didn't let you specify what kind of text you were putting on the page. So if you want great SEO, you want to be able to put an H1 and an H2 on every page. And so if you're building this with widgets, you got to have that. So you can easily control that right here and make it be whatever you want. Now this is going to pull this, and most of our widgets are going to pull the theme default styling automatically, so you can see text style theme default. But if you switch to this to custom, now it'll let you control the font to a greater degree, and even change the font family, which is nice. All right, so I'm going to leave this at default, and I'm going to show you guys another plugin, or another, sorry, I keep saying plugins, widgets. All right, this is another hot one that's really good, which is the alternating banner. Everybody wants these on their sites. And so if you drag that in here, the alternating banners widget, then you can, control the title, the content, the button. You can change the image here, and you can change the image alignment. So this will determine whether it's basically right aligned or left aligned. And so a lot of people in their designs are using 2 or 3 of these blocks in a row. And so what you can do is style it using, all these styling choices, right? Maybe I want to be like that. Um, Style it to how you want, and then come up here to the ellipses and say duplicate. And then on the next row, we're going to just click into image settings and change this to right aligned. So now we just made 2 alternating blocks in a row, just like that in, 20 seconds, which is great, right? Now some plugins will give you all the some widgets will give you all the options right here. Some of them you'll go up to the ellipses and there'll be an additional settings item up here. And the ones that do that are specifically the ones that are array-based items or list-based items where you're creating a couple list items within it. For example, an image gallery. So I'm going to drag the image gallery widget over here. And you can see this put 6 widgets, 6 items on the page. And the way that the list item widgets work is we have to show the list items right here. And then you can click into any of the list items to admin that list item. So if I want to change image number 3, I can click into that and say, let's change it to be this, whatever this is, this Land Cruiser or something. And if I want to change image number 4's title, I change it to whatever, and then that changes that there. So you can either click into the image or the list item that you want to edit, or you can click this left or right arrow in order to cycle through it. Now this format isn't something we came up with. This is how BigCommerce wants their list-based images to their list-based widgets to work. But we wanted to put in more settings than just what we could do here on an image by image basis. So when you go up to the 3 dots up here, now we have a whole settings section that comes up where we can say maybe we want to just show 3 images across. Maybe we want to show 3 on tablet and 5 on desktop. So you can easily do that here. And a lot of people are going to miss that settings item here. So I just wanted to call attention to that. So some of the widgets you can click into the ellipses and go to settings, which really unlocks a lot of potential. I want to show you guys the let's see, what else should I show you? I want to show you, oh, this is really cool, the HeroMastheadd. Look at this. This is how you put an amazing hero at the top of your site without doing a big slideshow. And you can easily control the text and all that kind of stuff. You can easily control, the background image, and it just looks really great. Just like that. All right. I want to show you guys the accordion since that's the one people ask about the most. And then I want to talk about really like best practice, and you'll see why. So when I drag the accordion in here, it automatically creates 3 accordion blades. It says tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. So this is a list-based item, just like the image gallery that we just looked at. And so we can change this to be whatever we want. And then this is the content that displays when you open it. So if I click on it, you'll see that it opens and shows the tab content, just like that. We can easily click the plus item and make a lot more accordion blades, which is really cool. What's not cool though is that this looks crazy wide. And although we do have settings, we don't have like a max width in here. And that's because BigCommerce, BigCommerce and a lot of page builder systems, even outside of BigCommerce, consider it to be best practice to not really do something like this within the widget itself, but to have like a layout object where you can create layouts. So what you can do if you want this to not span the whole width is create a layout using their layout widget, and then put your accordion into that layout widget, right? So let's see, where my accordion go, right here. So I just created a new accordion, and then maybe you drag some text over here to make it look good or whatever, or an image, right? Whatever you want to put over here, you can do whatever, and then your accordion's just sitting over here on the side, which is really good. If you want it to just be centered, what you could do is, I'm going to just take this out. You can drag a layout widget in here and make it 3 columns, and then maybe slide these so that we have like a wider column in the middle, right? And then we'll just add our layout or our accordion widget into that, just like that. Now I kind of created a mess here with all these accordions. If you need to move a widget, this has nothing to do with our widgets, but if you need to move one in BigCommerce, just to show you how it works, if you click this item right here, layers, you'll be able to like hover on each layer that's here, and you can move an item within a layer. Now, it might be easier just to start over, but I wanted to show you how to do this because some people have difficulty with the page builder. So I hovered over this until I found the row that I want to edit. And then there's columns within that row. And then within one of those columns is the accordion that we built. But let's say I wanted that accordion to be here. What I can do, now that I've identified it here, is I can click on the little drag item and drag it to column 3, just like that. And if I wanted to find this 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 banner up here, and I could change it up here to a different column. So that's how the layers work. You want to be sure to use that layout item to create like your overall column styling. And within that, so you have the widget, and the widget is in a column, and the column is within a layout, right? But if you wanted to say do something cool like add a little background around this, you could go into, you'll see that I'm hovering over the widget right now, and then if I go right to the side, it's like in column 3. So once I click into column 3, then it brings me, let me see, I didn't do it right. Boom, brings me to column 3. And I could say, let's give this column a background of that. And not, so because my accordion didn't have a background, it's getting the background of that entire row. Or maybe you want to have that row have like a border. So we could say something like that. And then let's take the image, the color background out. Now look what we did. So that would be like how you would style this within a row, just like that. All right, so I wanted to just kind of show you guys how some of this stuff worked and some of our favorite widgets. I didn't want to ramble on, just wanted to show you some of the coolest stuff. There's also a tab system in here. There's sliders in here. Man, there's all kinds of stuff in here. One of the coolest things that you can do too is custom menu, right? So imagine, let me just set this up here. So let's throw a widget in here, and we're going to just make it 2 columns, and we're going to put our advanced menu in here, custom menu. So just like that, I'm going to just delete this to make it not distracting. Okay, and then we can put in let's put in a video over here, right? Or let's do something else. Let's do an image gallery, right? So we can do something like this where we have a menu that becomes effectively our sidebar, using layouts to create, a sidebar, using our menu system to create a menu. And within the menu system, you can say this is, link number 1, and it goes to Google. And then you can say open a new tab if you want, which is pretty cool. Obviously, don't point people out of your store, but you can see how useful this could be on like an account, like maybe like in your account pages or your about pages. Maybe you want to have like a global page builder region that spans all of your like general text pages, and you want to have a custom menu that goes across the top or whatever of those pages that just has like the links to your other about pages. Like maybe you want like a sub menu that has your about page link and your privacy page link and your shipping page link, and you want that to just be all the way across your contact pages. You can, obviously use these widgets on whatever page that you want, and then you can, build your store into whatever you want. I'm going to just drag a custom menu in here, and by default is showing these as vertical, but then you could also go into settings and say make it horizontal, and then center it up and put all of your links across the top. You could also use this if you're tired of going into your code to change footer columns. You could change these out to be page builder regions and use the custom menus widget to power these. You guys, there's so much you can do. We're just giving you the tools. I'm trying to give you some ideas, and we're hoping that between BigCommerce's page builder functionality and the widgets that we're putting out, that you guys will be able to do so much more without needing as much development help. It's good to have developers, but you shouldn't need them on individual page stuff as much if there's tools like this that you can use. So let us know if you have any ideas for future custom widgets. We'd love to hear them. If you guys need something that's not built in, let us know. And let us know what you think of the plugin. Thank you so much.